Those were the days.
Well, I tell you that story about, I was gonna write a story for Hoofbeat magazine or some magazine. I never did get around it. I was gonna title it, How Not to Buy a Racehorse. Well, I got in the race business with him. It was exciting.
Yeah,
it was a new thing in our life. And,
Yeah.
you know, we didn't have any fame of any kind, but this is kind of a minor fame. When your horse wins,
Yes.
you got all kinds of friends. When it loses,
Yeah.
you know, been rotten stuff. But anyway, Johnny Dangle
Yeah.
called me one day. I ordered a catalog. And all the horses, a couple of hundred horses, and I was marking the ones I might bid on. It was in Delaware, Ohio. And I come to name, Joyce was kind of half watching me. I come to name a horse by name of Speedy Stan. I circled it. Joyce says, I bet you any dough you buy Speedy Stan. Oh, Joyce, not necessarily. So I just, you know. So anyway, Johnny Dangle called and said, how about you and I going together, split the room, you know. So we went. We're up in this, it's a shoddy looking, you know, I right off the bat, I knew something was wrong. An old barn that looked like it was falling apart. And, anyway, the horses were in a ring, like a boxing ring, and there was bleachers on the four sides. I didn't have my hearing aid with me that time. And I'm sitting with Johnny up a little ways. I couldn't see the bottom half of the horse, just their neck up.
He couldn't count the legs, like.
So anyway, they're bidding fast, and
Yes.
faster. The money is too high for what I want to.
Yes.
I'm
Too
waiting for
expensive.
the cheaper horses at the end. So anyway, finally they come to Speedy Stan. I said, well, I haven't bid yet. I was afraid.
You've got to do something.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a guy at each corner of the thing looking out at the crowd. And you know the guy there, like the tobacco auction,
Yeah,
you can't
yes.
make up what the hell
Very
he's
good.
saying. And there's a guy at the corner, and the signal is you put your finger up. I got to bid, you know, all this and that.
Right.
I bid 4 times against myself. I couldn't hear the guy. I put my finger to my ear. What did he say? How much is it? I got to bid that. I bid it from $685 to $1,000. So anyway, that's only part of the story.
Yes, you don't see the legs.
I got to see what I bought. These Mennonite kids were taking
Yeah.
you know,
When they
picked
moved-
up, and we went to the barn after. I looked, it was a horse. What else? I got home. Well, I had a plating business, so I was at work the next day. But mid-afternoon, and Gene Marchand, my trainer, calls up, kind of rudely says to me, "Hey Stan, did you buy a donkey?" What do you mean a donkey? I bought a horse. Well, they just delivered a donkey. Holy jeez, I jumped in my car.
It's a fast donkey.
I broke every speed record for the car.
He's a racing
Stopped at intersection. I went into the barn there and I see Gene and he said, well, come on with me. You know, he took the horse. There's a horse head out of the stall, you know. That's a horse. Yeah, but look at the ears on him. He had the ears.
It's a crossbreed.
And then he brought the horse up and says, look at that. If you know anything about conformation of a horse, there's a certain way they got to be built that'll give you indication that they can go.
Yeah.
The horse, first thing I noticed, the
One
horse
leg
stood like
missing.
Charlie Chaplin.
That's not a good sign.
They can't run that way. And then the horse was a short barrel, meaning the body is not long, because the back legs would be hitting the front legs, they'd be tripping
Yeah,
off.
tripping over himself, yeah.
And what else was it? Narrow chested, no wind capacity.
No.
And one of the cardinal rules was if you're going to buy a horse, you put your fingers up in here, and if you can get the whole hand in there, there's a lot of wind passage.
Right.
You know, but I could only get 2 fingers. And the horse had beady eyes that indicates stupidity.
Answers to the name Eeyore. That's the other giveaway.
And the back legs were knees over, like that.
Yeah.
So Gene said, well, I'll give it a try, Stan.
Yes.
So he calls me in panic 2 days later. Stan, please, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm afraid I'm going to fall down with this horse.
I had a hard job to get it down the high
But
street.
he said, they don't like to hurt people. He said, well, maybe I don't have the key to it. You heard that term, having a key to the horse?
Yeah.
So give it to somebody else, maybe somebody else. So he gave it to Neil Hansen, who was a trainer. You know. Neil cried the next 2 days later, Stan, please take him off. I ended up giving away in the Mennonites didn't even want it.